Hey everyone, it's your favorite sports kid here. It's Tuesday, October 21st, 2025, and thanks for tuning in to this week's podcast. This week we are joined by our friend Zach Stadnika. We had a great time debating whether or not the Tigers should trade Skubal, discussing my time at the Michigan-Washington game, and sharing our predictions for the Lions vs. Bucks Monday Night Football game. I'm rolling out a new episode every week, so be sure to follow and subscribe so that you don't miss them. Thanks again, and enjoy the show.
This one is gonna fly! A 3-run home run! Kerry Carpenter!
They give it to Jameer. Big hole. There he goes down to the 20-yard line. Angling to the 15. Gone, baby! 5! End zone! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Way to the basket. Hooks on the run. He hits it. Pistons are back up there.
Pass over the line. Here's Kane on a change. He scores! He caught the Flyers changing. Patrick Kane with a shot inside the left goal post.
It's Williams in motion. Low snap. Melrose stopped! Michigan makes a stand and comes up with a milestone playoff victory.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. I am the Sports Kid, and this is my dad, and we're here to bring you the latest on Detroit sports and more.
That is right. It is Monday, October 20th. This is episode number 39.
Yes.
We're recording this live, pushing it out on Facebook and YouTube. So if you're just listening, make sure to check us out on Facebook and YouTube if you want to watch the live video feed. This is week 39. Next week is episode 40. Another big milestone week. I remember when we were just trying to make it to 10 episodes. Remember that?
Yep.
Way back in the day.
Yep. Almost 30 weeks ago.
Yeah, we've just blown past it. So here we are. Next week will be our 40th episode. November 1st is the Vehicle City Sports Card and Memorabilia Show in Flint. So make sure to check that out. We're going to be there.
Yes.
We've got tables. We've got a backdrop ordered.
Gonna have a live, well, it's gonna be live, right?
We're planning to do a live stream.
Yes.
Emery's planning to interview some
Players.
Hall of Fame Detroit Lions players.
Yes.
Who are they?
Well, should we save it?
No, there's no. We've been already talking about it.
Herman Moore, Jason Hansen. Oh, Robert Porsche.
Yep.
I don't know.
Drew Miller from Detroit Red Wings.
Oh.
And then the other guy, I can't think of his name right now. But yeah.
Bell, I think.
Oh, Joik Bell. Yep. So they've got some cool athletes going to be there. Emery's going to get to meet those guys, do some interviews. Anybody else that wants to come, you can go there and meet those guys as well and get autographs. And there's going to be fun for the whole family. Lots of sports cards, memorabilia. We're going to have a table full of stuff, cards and different stuff. We picked up some more things this past weekend. So we are looking forward to that. Anything else? Sponsor, yeah. Yeah, this episode is brought to you by the North Oakland Staffing Agency. If you are looking to hire or maybe make a change in your career, check out the Noxa, www.thenoksa.com. And that's it. We had a good weekend. This episode tonight, we pushed it back to 6 p.m. Moving forward, we're going to start recording or going live at 7 p.m. We plan to start that today, but we've got a big game tonight.
Yes.
Monday Night Football, Detroit Lions against Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Bucks. So we squeezed this one in 6 to 7. We're going to try to cut it tight to 7 o'clock. That way we can watch the football game. They, for some reason, decide to move the Monday Night Football game to 7.
It's not only Monday night.
It's Monday evening.
It's like Monday dinner.
Monday afternoon football.
Yeah.
So they're getting greedy. The NFL's getting greedy. They're trying to, now they've got 2 Monday night football games. They're talking about Friday night games. They got Sunday morning games in England and wherever. So take note, moving forward, we will start live streaming at 7 p.m.
Yes.
Sound good? All right, Emery, what do you got for us?
We've got a great show for you today, as always. We're going to be talking about the Tigers. Should they keep Skubal, or what should they do with him? Talking about the Lions. How do we think they're going to do today, or tonight, I guess. And then Michigan, their win, and then their upcoming rivalry game. And then quick fantasy football updates. But first, as always, the recent scores and updates. The Lions lost last week against the Chiefs 30-17. And in that game, Jared Goff went 23 for 29, 203 yards and 2 touchdowns, and will play today against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On Saturday, the Michigan Wolverines beat the Washington Huskies 24-7. We were at that game. Bryce Underwood went 21 for 27, 230 yards and 2 touchdown passes, and they will.
We'll save it for later.
And they will play again Saturday against Michigan State. And then the Red Wings beat the Edmonton Oilers 4-2. And in that game, Dylan Larkin had 2 goals and 2 assists. And they will play again Wednesday against the Sabres, I think.
Do you know what their record is?
I think they've only lost once.
That is correct. The Red Wings are on a tear right
They're
now.
5-1.
Yeah. They have been on a tear. It's just to divert real quick. They lost the first game, and everybody after that first game, everybody's like, they're terrible. They're no good. Everybody was just despising the Wings after the very first game, and they lost it. And they did look bad. I'll give them that. But they've been awesome. They played the Panthers.
Yep.
Stanley Cup champion Panthers.
Yep.
They've been playing some good teams and winning, so we're going to have to start talking more Wings here. We've got a hot Red Wings team.
Yeah.
Playoff bound.
I would not say that, but
I don't know. All right, what else you got?
And then Oxford beat North Farmington 27-14. We were at that game.
It was a good comeback win too, actually.
Yeah, and Brandon lost to Flushing 38-0.
Did they even show up to that game?
Probably not.
Oxford is playoff bound, aren't they?
Yeah, they're in the playoffs.
They're in?
Well, yeah, if they beat Dakota, I think that's this Friday they play them. If they beat Dakota and like other teams lose maybe or something, they'll have a home playoff game on Halloween.
Wow.
That no one's probably going to be at.
Will it be a trick or a treat? Dad jokes coming in. All right. We've got a special guest tonight. That was it for your recent scores and updates, right?
Oh, I should have said that we had a special guest.
Yeah, we do. I'll say it. We've got a special guest. He's waiting in the waiting room. He's in the green room right now. I think he's eating. He requested only Honolulu Blue Skittles. So I think he's done with those. Should we bring him in?
Yes.
Do you want to announce who this special guest is? Give him a little brief introduction.
Zach.
You got to give him something better than that.
Our friend, Zach.
This is a former, I think, wasn't he we announced him the first time as he was a state champion track star.
Hold on.
He's a Detroit Tigers guru. I mean, this isn't just any Zach. Let's take a quick break to shout out one of our awesome sponsors, the North Oakland Staffing Agency, or the NOXA for short. Whether you're a business looking for top talent or someone ready to take the next step in your career, the NOXA is here to help you grow to your potential. Born out of a true love for people, the North Oakland Staffing Agency serves northern Oakland County, Michigan, and beyond, offering staffing, recruiting, internships, and consulting services. As a client, you'll get personalized attention, real understanding of your needs, and a team that won't stop until they find the right fit. So if you're ready to grow, visit thenoxa.com. That's THENOKSA.com and take the next step with the staffing agency that puts people first. Now, back to the show.
The 2015 state champion in the 110 meter.
There we go. This isn't your average Zach. This is like the
Zach.
Hold on. We almost need like a drum roll. Hold on, because there's a lot I got to click here real quick. We're going to start the drum roll, and then we're going to bring him in. This is none other than the Zach Stadnika. There he is.
Hey, guys.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Thankful that you're here. Thanks for joining us. Couple of things real quick. So we've got a couple comments coming in. We got my mother. Thanks for tuning in. We've got Bruce Paris. He's got a comment here on what we should do with Skubal. We'll bring that up in a little bit. And then our buddy Brett, because you didn't really mention, but we will. We had a fun time at the Michigan game Saturday.
Yeah.
Are we going to talk about that when we talk about Michigan?
Yeah.
So we'll get into that more in a minute. But he's got a comment here on Skubal as well. But what do you want to start with? Do you want to dive right into that with Zach?
Yeah.
Are you guys going to?
Yeah, let's just dive right into it.
Man.
We were already kind of talking about it yesterday, but.
All right, let's go.
What are your thoughts?
On what?
Skubal, should we keep him? Should we trade him? Should we?
All right, Emery. So I was probably a little older than you when this first happened, but I see this story happening all over again. So we had a tough decision with Justin Verlander, and the Tigers took the option to trade him to the Houston Astros. We got a handful of prospects at the time. It was supposed to be a great deal. All those prospects ended up to be Jake Rogers. So that was our best prospect out of that whole class. So we had a under 200 average catcher that is now our backup catcher for someone we drafted. So to me, I don't see why we wouldn't sign Skubal. They say it's because of them. They're going to say it's because of the money. The MLB does not have a salary cap. In my opinion, it's a no-brainer. You have the best pitcher. We talked about it yesterday. Is Skubal a top 3 pitcher, Emery?
Yeah.
Is he going to probably win the American League Cy Young this year?
Probably.
Will he be the favorite to win it next year?
Probably. Unless someone insanely.
Who else is there?
And better. I mean, I think the Pirates are in the National League, aren't they? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, they're on the National League.
And then you have Ohtani, who could be coming back full-blown pitching next year, but still, again, National League. I mean,
the only other person would be like
Garrett Cole.
Yeah, or who's the other one? The Yankees pitcher, Garrett Crochet.
I mean, but again, I mean, he was hurt this year. You never know how they're going to come back from an injury. I think it's a big price tag, and people get worried about it. But I'm not going to worry about spending Mike Ilitch's money and Chris Ilitch's money because they've got plenty of it. So I think there's no reason to not sign him. Do I think Scott Harris, the GM, is in a spot where he's told that he can't spend money? Yes. Are the Tigers one of the lowest payrolls in baseball? Probably. I don't know. I would say we have to keep him. It's going to cost $400 million probably. 10 years, $400 million. But it's either that or we get prospects who are going to leave in 4 years and could end up being nothing. Or we take the best pitcher in baseball. So, in my opinion, he's not spending the money on hitters if they don't keep Skubal. So we might as well try our best to keep Skubal since he's in town already. And his kid was born here. His family's here. I mean, it just makes sense to me.
Let me ask you your thoughts, because you mentioned 10 years.
10 years is probably what. So he has one of the, I can't remember who his agent is, but I think the last name's Boris.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's notorious for holding out. So they're probably going to hold out through the year unless he gets a crazy deal this offseason. So, like I said, he's going to go to arbitration. They're going to get him under contract next year because the Tigers have team control. So they'll for sure sign him for at least next year, probably for around $15 million, $12 million, which is a steal, which we've been getting him for this year, $10 million. Very much worth it. So think of some of that $400 million as back pay for the wonderful performance that he's had these last couple of years. So Boris is known for holding out, and he's done that. I think he might even be Soto's agent, I believe. So he's notorious for these big contracts. So I wouldn't imagine Skubal taking anything less or a hometown discount. But again, we're talking about the best pitcher in baseball. And at this point, next year, he's a rental, just like Jack Flaherty was for the Dodgers. He's a rental for 1 year to try to win the World Series. So if you're going to trade him, I think the best value, and people aren't going to like this, is you wait till the deadline and someone's going to get desperate. Let's say, for example, the Dodgers are just crazy again, but the Brewers are good again next year, and they're the number one team in the National League. And what did they struggle with?
Pitching.
In the series against the Dodgers? That could be a situation where the Brewers are like, we'll give up the farm for Skubal to try to win a World Series because the window's closing. They have a couple older guys that are the big bats, and that's how I think if we're going to trade him, that's the best value. So I would say it's almost a 90% certainty that he's a Tiger, at least till the All-Star break.
Yeah. I think 10 years is a long time for a pitcher, though. That's like my one concern.
I agree. He's already had Tommy Johns, I believe. So, I mean, the likelihood, of it happening again could happen. But what are you paying for? I mean, if you could pay I asked Amory this, I think, too, and he can answer again. Maybe he changed his mind. Would you pay $400 million to win a World Series?
Yeah.
Is it easier to win a World Series with Tarek Skubal?
Yeah. I don't think we get anywhere close without him. But.
Yeah. So, and that's the point. I think if you take Skubal's wins and losses out, we're a perfect 500 ball club. That means we are equivalent to the Minnesota Twins. Do you guys want to be the Minnesota Twins for the next eternity?
Well, Emery was running me through your questions yesterday. We were driving around. What was the other one? Was it the 500 one or?
Will they spend the $350,000 or $350 million on bats? Was my one question.
Yeah, the other one was, would you rather have Skubal in like 2 bats or Juan Soto?
Oh, that was the one. Yeah.
Yeah, because Juan Soto, you could have you could have 3 Bregmans and Tarek Skubal for the cost of Soto.
Yeah, I'll pass on Soto.
Exactly. So, I mean, you are right, though, Emery. The higher the price tag, the more the risk, right?
Yeah.
Because what if he tears his elbow and he's done for the rest of his career? Like, that could happen. I mean, I don't want that to happen. But, I mean, we've seen crazier things happen in sports. So
I think the state of professional sports and contracts is just crazy and out of control in a way. But other people will argue the opposite, that these guys deserve it. But it's the long contracts. I think they should be performance-based. That's my opinion.
I think baseball has the opportunity for long contracts. And that's why players sign them, because it's guaranteed money. Like Cabrera's contract, to be honest, that sucked for like the last 3 or 4 years. We were paying him. He was the highest player on the payroll. And he was batting 190 and still in the lineup because he couldn't get opted to AAA, which you're not going to because he's making so much money. That was kind of the issue with Javi last year. Like we couldn't opt him down to AAA because has to be on the major league roster. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of risk, but there can be upside to it too. I mean, we could be talking a year from now or 2 years from now that we've won a World Series and every $1 million that he's going to get the rest of the time is worth it. Like I think the Dodgers would say the Ohtani signing is worth it, even though it's the highest contract ever. They would probably say the Freeman and the Betts and all those contracts, they're worth it. They won. So I think baseball's a unique situation because there's no salary cap. So, I mean, you have a lot of wiggle room when we're talking about willingness to spend. It's in the owner's hands at that point. Every other sport, you're landlocked.
What's Ohtani's contract again? It was like $700 million or something.
Yeah.
10 years, $700 million.
Yeah.
Whereas Soto is 12, I think.
Soto's is actually 14 years for $750 million.
But the other thing to think about too, Soto is 25 when he signed that contract. Skubal's 30, so I mean, they're getting to 40, no matter 10 years at $400 million, 14 years at $700 and something million. The other thing, Emery, that we should talk about, and you might not know this, but the MLB and like the Players Association is actually going under a contract dispute at the end of next season. So there could be like negotiations that go around that. There's rumors of a salary cap happening, which I don't think will happen. There's collective bargaining agreements, like how much players should be getting paid, and negotiation to TV contracts. There's all kinds of things going on. So we may see a situation where Skubal does not get a contract extension because they're worried about a lockout. And you've never experienced this, Emery, but there's been instances in sports where, like the NBA season one year, there was a lockout when I was about your age. They only played 60 games opposed to 82. And I think that for a player is beneficial, but obviously your pay is prorated. So maybe it's a benefit to sign Skubal in that way. So I don't know. There's a lot on the horizon for the MLB. The contract negotiations.
The question I want to ask both of you guys, and I think I know where Emery's going to take his answer, but so Ohtani, $700 million, 10 years. You're saying Skubal, 10 years, $400 million. Is there a $300 million difference between the two? Or do you think that gap should be bigger or smaller?
Smaller. Ohtani's way better than Skubal.
So the gap being smaller, meaning closer. So if Ohtani's at 700, smaller would be Skubal making 500 or 600.
Bigger.
Okay. So explain why.
Skubal's half of Ohtani.
So you think you would be more comfortable at like a $350 million cut?
Yep. Because you think Ohtani is pitching very well. He's coming back from Tommy John surgery, didn't pitch for a whole season, and I think what is his ERA, like 4 or something. So not only the best ERA, I guess, in that point.
So Emery, let me ask you this: who's the best pitcher in baseball?
Wait,
Don't look up stats. Who do you think?
You're getting trapped right now, Emery.
Who do you think the best pitcher in baseball is?
I think it's
Who leads the MLB in strikeouts?
I think Shohei Ohtani is better than Skubal. But if you look at stats, Skubal is the best pitcher in baseball. But he's half of Ohtani.
So
every day of the week, he's half of Ohtani.
Okay. And then who's the best batter in baseball or hitter?
Ohtani.
Okay.
Every day of the week, he's half of Skubal. What about the days they're facing each other on the mound? Because Skubal only pitches every 5 or 6 days. Dodgers, Tigers. I mean, we saw it this year.
Yeah, they swept them.
The result was.
They swept them. Exactly.
And to your point, Ohtani plays, he bats, is he DH usually then? So.
And he's their leadoff hitter.
Yeah.
So,
not to mention, too, I mean, Ohtani's earning his $700 million 2 nights ago when he hit 3 home runs and pitched, 7 innings, 6 innings? Incredible.
Yeah.
I don't disagree that.
10 strikeouts.
So
still doesn't have the MLB record for most strikeouts in a playoff game. We know who has that.
He didn't need to, though.
Yeah.
Skubal had to pitch out of his mind. So that leads into another question that, well, let me go ahead and finish answering that one first, and then that'll lead me to another one. So you think the gap should be bigger?
Yeah.
What about, do you think Ohtani should make more money then? What if Skubal's 400, maybe Ohtani should be 800?
Yep, exactly. I think Ohtani is worth more than Juan Soto. I think the Mets, that was a terrible decision by them to sign him at $750 million for 14 years. I don't think
Ohtani is 6 years older.
Yeah, he's 31.
Okay.
So when he signed the contract, he was 30. So he's playing till he's 40, which I think he could definitely do. But if you think about it, if he gives up pitching, he still has his batting. Or if he gives up batting, he still has his pitching, either way around. But if Skubal, if Skubal gets a Tommy John surgery, he's out for a season. Ohtani could get a Tommy John surgery and bat a whole season and make up for that. So,
which he did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is crazy.
And won the World Series.
But he's a robot.
Okay.
They just had to rebuild him.
Put the wires back together.
Yeah, they just had to splice some wires back. So, Zach, what's your thoughts?
If I think Skubal is half of Ohtani?
Or where do you think, because in comparison to contracts, Emery said he's half the pitcher.
He's half the player, because he is.
Half the player. He is. I agree.
So
it's hard for me to wrap my head around paying someone that much money. You are, Emery, the $400 million sounds outrageous because he plays every 5 days.
Yeah.
That's the argument, is like, why are we paying for a player that's going to play every 5 days, 6 days? So once a week, this guy's playing, and we're going to pay him $400 million or $350 million, whatever it may be. But I think at the end of the day, he is the best player at his position without a doubt. And he will be, I think, for the next 3 to 5 years. So, I mean, like, we're talking, and it didn't work out. I mean, we took Mariners to Game 5. We had Skubal, and he pitched out of his mind, and we still lost. So that could happen. But, I mean, you could make the argument that the reason the Dodgers won last year the World Series, what would you say? Who was the catalyst and the driver of that?
Ohtani.
I would say Freddie Freeman. I would say Freddie Freeman probably drove the ship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ohtani did get MVP of the National League. He was MVP right next to Aaron Judge and had 60 home runs in the regular season, or 58.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I thought what you were saying is, why do you think?
He was asking who on the Dodgers was the biggest contributor to their win.
Okay. So yeah, then Freddie Freeman. I thought you were meaning who, if without Ohtani, what would have happened?
Would they have won without him?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Last year, would they be where they're at this year without him? No,
Probably not.
I mean, that game the other night, was
their pitching last year was questionable. I mean, and they have a $300 million pitcher that hadn't even really pitched in the MLB, I believe. I think he was pitching in Japan or something like that. Now he's, Yamamoto, I believe is his name, right? He's a $300 million pitcher.
Yeah.
Now, would you say he is the same as Skubal?
Hold on.
While you're looking that up, I'll say one big component was Flaherty last year.
Absolutely. And that's what got them over the hump, really. It did, which is crazy.
And then he comes back here and I don't know. I feel bad for the guy.
So, Skubal's ERA is 2.21, I think. Yeah, because that's his season ERA, I think.
Okay.
Second best in baseball behind Skeens.
Yeah. Yamamoto's is 2.49 ERA.
It's not a huge difference, really.
What's innings pitched and strikeouts, though, for the two of them?
Look, what's his whip?
His whip is 0.99. I can't look at that because it's just gonna show his postseason.
We'll go back to Skubal's whip.
Skubal's whip is 0.89. So there's
0.89 versus 0.99.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So the lower the number is better, obviously.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're talking a
Point.
I think that's an apples to apples comparison. Right?
It is very, very fair.
Yeah.
Very fair. So, I mean, I guess that's the floor, I guess, is in regards to Skubal's contract, right?
Yeah.
He's slightly better than him. He strikes out more people. He's also, in my opinion, he is literally the Detroit Tigers. He is our face of our franchise right now. He is our guy. And that costs money too, unfortunately.
So here's a real quick question on that, though, because I think people are hesitant to get behind him. Like, you don't see a lot, I guess maybe I don't see a lot of Skubal jerseys. You know what I mean? Because I think people have been just too, like, they like him, they love him because he's lights out when he's lights out. But you see more people hyped up about
Green
Baez,
Baez.
Carpenter.
Yeah.
Who else?
Torkelson,
obviously, like those guys. You know, Skubal, I don't know. I think people have just been hesitant to buy his jersey.
Mm-hmm. I think they have a fear that he's going to be gone. I don't.
Right.
Here's the thing that pains me to say. I don't disagree that he's probably going to get traded because I don't think we'll pay for him. This is the sad part. But my argument to the Tigers, Chris Ilitch, their GM, are you going to go spend $350 million on bats and replacements? The answer is no. So it's like, that's what it takes to get to the next level. And do they want to do that? I don't know. That's what worries me. So we're gonna turn into the Twins or trying to think of those other teams that are on the bubble of 500 all the time but can never get it over the hump. That's not what I want to do. We've seen the Tigers the last 2 years with the best pitcher in baseball get us over the bump. We won wild card rounds. We took the Guardians to 5. We took the Mariners to 5. What's that last piece? Like, we brought in some good pieces this year. Our second baseman, I'm losing his name. Gleyber Torres. He's going to need to be re-signed. He's probably gone himself. I want him back. I mean, Bregman didn't want to come here. Hindsight, he probably should have. I mean,
there's
the Red
a lot.
Sox got bumped out in the first round by the Yankees. So, I mean,
There's a lot of parts to figure out this offseason.
Yeah. There's like a lot of rumors that they need to get, a lot of people are saying that they need Bregman, that they should get Bregman. Mm-hmm. Another one is Pete Alonso, which I don't.
That'd be a great signing.
Yeah. But the thing is he's a first baseman, so you have to like DH him. Or
yeah,
and people are throwing around Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby Witt. Wait,
there's another team that's always at 500. The Royals. They can't get over 500.
Oh, Bo Bichette too.
Bo Bichette.
Emery, I don't know if you remember last offseason, there was rumors that we were going to make a move for Vlad Guerrero Jr. Like, that would never happen because Ilitch didn't have the money. In hindsight, wish they would have. Because look where they're at. They're going to probably advance to the World Series.
You got to think from a business perspective. These guys are assets, and the goal is to win a World Series. They're going to make more money because they're playing more games, all the stuff, selling more merch, all that stuff. You would think that the math would math out right, but we gotta switch kind of over to the Lions here in a minute. But I wanted to read our buddy Brett from Mitten State Sports Corner. He said, "Don't want." This is in regards to the Tigers trade Skubal. He said, "Don't want them to, but probably have to unless he's willing to sign a bridge deal, which he has no incentive to do." And then Bruce. So I wanted to touch on this real quick. So Bruce said, "Trade him. I don't need a pitcher that agrees to leave an elimination game after 99 pitches. I want a guy who tells the manager to stay in the dugout. I got this." So what's your guys' thoughts to close out this thing on Skubal? About that last game, he pitched his brains out, and that's what I thought he would. I figured he had to in order for them to win that game, which
They didn't.
They didn't, but arguably they should have. But do you think, I guess, what's your thoughts, Zach, Emery, yours on, did he give up? Was it his decision? I know there's rumors both sides that they mutually agreed. But then you watch Scherzer the other night, who's yelling at his coach to get back in the dugout. I mean, and then even Ohtani, how many pitches did he go?
I think he meant like 100, maybe.
Did he go only 100?
I don't think he went over. Maybe 110 at the most.
Yeah, I don't know. What's your guys' thoughts about the way he ended that game?
We've kind of talked about this, and you kind of said it, and I've kind of agreed with you about it, that you think that he was the one that wanted to pull out of that game because he wanted to save his arm, because if he was going to go sign this big contract or whatever, that, he couldn't sign a big contract if his arm was hurt or didn't have his arm. So I think that could be a reason, but he should have stayed in that game. I think he should have gone 110 pitches.
At least into the next, was it the 6th inning? So at least into the 7th.
Yeah.
And see how far he goes.
Yeah.
Zach, what do you think?
I don't know. The Tigers have the best pitching coach in baseball, like without a doubt. I mean, Chris Fetter is beyond the best pitching coach in baseball. He was supposed to be a manager, a head coach last year, and he's probably going to be with the Tigers again next year. I mean, he's a great coach. I don't know if Skubal wanted to stay in. He pitched 108 or 106 pitches in game 1. He was fired up. He didn't want to come out of that inning, and he finished that inning. I thought they were going to pull him in the 6th, but I'm happy they let him finish. But I mean, going off that too, I mean, like what you were saying earlier, Bobby, like these guys are assets. Skubal could have thrown his arm off out there, but say he finishes the game but can't pitch the next series, we're getting rocked by Toronto, so it doesn't matter. Like without Skubal, we're getting absolutely cooked by Toronto. And the other thing that made me mad more than the Skubal one was Will Vest coming out after 20 pitches.
Yeah, did he do 2 or 1.5 inning?
He pitched like 1 inning, and it's just you have one of the best relievers, middle relievers in baseball, and he comes out after 4 batters. It's just like, and in hindsight, Skubal coming back out would have been maybe 1, maybe 2 more batters. I mean, they weren't with that pitch count. They're swinging, they're waiting on balls to go outside the strike zone. They're trying to get his pitch count up at that point. So I don't know. I was more mad about the Will Vest getting pulled, to be honest with you guys, but we need him for the next series, so I see why they did.
But I said the same thing when they pulled him. I'm like, what are they doing? Leave him in there. You looked at Seattle, their closer went 3 innings or 4 innings. Like they were keeping those guys in long stretches. But
another reason is Kyle Finnegan and Tyler Holton.
Mm-hmm.
They sold us the game, honestly. They did absolutely terrible. They did worse than Canley did.
How many runs did they give up?
Finnegan gave up the run when they were up 2-3.
Yeah.
So Skubal came out in an opportunity to get the win.
Yeah.
And Finnegan, I think, came in, right? Or was it Vest next? And
It was Finnegan.
It was Finnegan.
Yeah.
I think it should have been Will Vest right away.
Yeah.
That was the only option. Will Vest to finish the game and throw 40 pitches. I mean, that's what it should have been. But
all right, we've talked enough about Skubal. I think we've kind of figured it out. I don't know. But we need to talk. We're going to run this basically right up until kickoff. But we got Michigan we got to talk about. It's 5 minutes about the Michigan game. And then
10.
Then the rest on Lions.
Yeah.
So Emery and I had the opportunity to go down to Ann Arbor this weekend. We got there 7:30 Saturday morning.
Yep.
The sun was just starting to peek over the horizon.
Yep.
And Emery slept down on the way down. I don't know if you remember that.
I do. I was half sleeping, half awake.
You were sleeping. We woke up early, got down there early, tailgated.
Yeah.
With Mitten State Sports Corner.
Yep.
What's your thought? What was your highlights?
On the tailgate or?
Just the day, the game. Zach,
well,
did you watch the game, by the way?
I did watch some of it. I was in and out. We had a wedding, so I was doing my best. I was in the wedding too, but I had it on.
Awesome.
While the wedding was going in.
Well, during the tailgate, John Jansen was there. I didn't interview him, but we did talk with him for quite a bit. So that was obviously cool. And then the tailgating atmosphere, I guess. It's like hype, because I didn't realize how many actual how many tailgates there were, because where we were kind of at was kind of in the corner.
We were at Pioneer High School, right up against the road, basically.
Yeah. But once we started walking to go into the big house, there was a ton of tailgates, and I didn't really
Emery never been to a tailgate, so was it a cool experience?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was awesome. I'd actually never been to a Michigan tailgate. I've been to one at Michigan State.
Oh.
And then Lions. Yeah. The one actually I went to at Michigan State, this is a long time ago, but it was when they played Notre Dame under the lights and they pulled off the fake field goal and won the game. So it was kind of cool. So you like the tailgate experience?
Yeah, it was fun. I'd definitely do it again. It was the only downside of it is we have to wake up super early, get down there. But
it was a long day.
Yeah. I think by the time we woke up from the time we went to bed, I think I was up for 19 hours.
Yeah. It took us almost 2.5 hours to get home.
Yeah.
Which was wild. What about the game?
I think I now understand why Bryce Underwood's stats, in completions, are usually really bad because his receivers can't catch the ball.
He throws bullets.
Yeah.
The guy throws missiles, and these guys just can't.
They don't catch it.
They don't know what to do with it.
So those were my thoughts. I think.
Michigan won.
Yeah, they won.
It was a fun game to be at.
Yeah, I think Bryce Underwood has a ton of potential. I think because I guess we haven't really been we have, but we haven't really been watching all the games. I guess.
Yeah.
Because they're not some stacked. If they were a top 10 ranked team.
I think we'll try to watch the game this weekend, Michigan State. I mean, the next few games are going to be good.
Yeah.
7:30.
7:30.
Yeah, I was surprised they did a night game. I'm always surprised.
That should not be a night game.
No.
Especially since it's in East Lansing.
Yeah.
Should not be a night game.
They're going to be partying all day, and then they're going to be burning the city down afterwards.
Oh, I hope not, because that means Michigan State won.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
They're going to.
but even John Jansen, he said, you never know.
You never know, but you do.
You never know.
I mean, you never know with like the Ohio State game because, well, actually, you do know because Michigan always wins.
This year, I hate to say it,
we're gonna
but
smoke them. I don't know what.
yeah, you just swore. So we got to make up for
We're gonna
that.
smoke Ohio. There's no way that they're beating us. Ohio State.
We're not allowed to say that word. It's a bad 4-letter word.
I think.
So they're playing Michigan State this week, Purdue, then Northwestern, Maryland, and then State. So I think winning this weekend was a big win. Everybody was saying it was a must win.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a closer game. But
It wasn't like a blowout. I would not say it was a blowout.
no, but it should have been, I thought, within like a touchdown. But
I think it was a blowout.
I think
It became
Michigan
a
definitely
blowout.
pulled away with it the second half, I'd say.
I mean, it was 7-7 at halftime.
yeah, the first half was a very tight game.
Yeah.
And then they have 3 interceptions, a
Yeah.
couple other opportunities that they could have
I
intercepted.
mean, the rest were also terrible.
Yeah, it seemed, at least from our angle, there was some bad calls.
Yeah. And actually, I don't know. I think they need to, this offseason will be working on transfer portal receivers and 5-star receivers.
Do you know why Justice Haynes wasn't playing? Is he hurt?
I do not.
Because he did not play all game.
Yeah, we have some dynamic backs. I mean, we're a run-first offense. That's what it always has been in Michigan. It's what it's always going to be. So we live in the Midwest. It gets cold, and that's what happens. But I don't know. I'm excited. I think if they can win this week, they're going to be 9-2 probably, 8-3 at the very worst going into the Ohio State game. I think
They have 2 losses right now.
They have 2 losses right now.
Okay, so yeah, they're going to win the rest of their games.
Yeah, 1 to USC, which is a good loss. It's a road loss. I mean, it happens. And then 1 to Oklahoma, who is probably going to make the college football playoffs with their remaining schedule. So,
Yeah.
I don't know if they can win out and beat Ohio State. I think losing to USC, this sounds crazy that I'm saying this, but I think it could be favorable for them because they don't have to play in the Big Ten championship. It'll be Indiana, Oregon. So I'm fine with it. I'm fine with taking 1 loss.
Did they put Michigan back at 25?
They did.
Yeah.
Michigan's ranked again. Nebraska lost to Minnesota, I believe.
I think that's, I still think that's,
It's the brand. I mean, that's what I
I
said.
know.
2-loss Alabama gets into the playoffs every year. 2-loss Michigan gets into the playoff every year. So
Except last year. Well, they had more than 2 losses.
that was 3-loss Alabama, and they still probably should have got it. But I actually, Mike was running a little bit on Saturday, and we were doing some stuff with the family, so I was in and out watching it. 2 weeks ago, unfortunately, I was at a wedding. I got that confused, but
Okay.
that was a good day to be at a wedding because that was an abysmal game, the USC game.
Yeah.
Very disappointing.
They looked bad. All right. Switching gears. We got to talk Detroit Lions. We're going to start it off by this.
Jerry Goff. Jerry Goff. Jerry Goff.
Got to get the Jared Goff chant going. Lions are about to kick off here in a little bit.
What's up, Detroit? Let's go, baby.
Jared Goff versus Baker Mayfield.
I'll say it. Must-win game. Must-win game.
I kind of agree.
We'll
Because
be the second to worst team in the NFC North.
you got the Packers are 4-1-1. That tie is stupid. But
tie
that's
should,
going to it could favor them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wanted to add, do you remember at youth group that night where we said it'd be best if they just tie?
Mm-hmm.
And then they ended up tying?
Yeah, that was awesome.
I don't know if that's best though now.
Micah manifested that one. They can't win that game. That's the only thing. I like the Lions' odds to win games over lose games, in my opinion. So, and you got to remember the Packers are a game behind, so their percentage is higher. That's why they're ahead of the Lions, even though they have 4 wins, just like the Lions.
Right.
And are going to have 5 after tonight.
Because they already had their bye week.
Exactly. So the Lions are on bye next week. So an opportunity for Green Bay to lose next week is not an opportunity for us to lose.
But the Buccaneers, 5-1.
Not even,
And
not
they're
even
looking,
the slightest bit worried about it.
they're looking good.
All right, Emery, I'm with you.
I am not even the slightest bit worried about it.
Emeka Buka, is he playing?
I don't think so.
He's out.
Chris Godwin.
Top 3 wide
out.
receivers are all out.
Is that official?
Evans is out too, I think.
No, they ruled Mike Evans in.
They did.
Yeah.
I mean,
But their
he's
running
like
back
45 years
out.
old. He's
I said last week, and maybe
Bruce Irving. He's out too. Yeah.
it was a little premature because we didn't know about injuries and everything else. But I was thinking the Buccaneers, because last week, was it last week's game? The Lions against the Chiefs. Yeah. So
It was a trap. That's a trap game.
well, we're not even talking about that game anymore. But
the Mahomes jersey swap at the end with the refs. That was my favorite
so
part.
Dan Campbell said he knew the Lions needed to put up 30 points to beat the Chiefs. And he was right, because Chiefs scored 30. Had the Lions scored more than that, they would have won.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying with the Buccaneers, this was last week, that I think the same is true. Now, with the injuries, but the injuries match up to our look at our secondary.
No.
You're missing everybody. So
Brian Branch is in jail too.
Brian Branch is in jail.
Wait, is he actually?
No, but
He's in NFL jail.
NFL jail.
Oh.
Terran
Patrick
Arnold. I mean, who's their secondary? Guys that
Reed
you've
is
never
out.
even heard of.
Yasin is our number 1 corner right now, or Amik Robinson, which
Which we like Amik. We're Amik
yes, we
fans.
do.
But these other guys that they played last week, we're like, you've never even heard of these guys before.
Do you remember last year Amik Robinson when they changed Justin Jefferson or his Wikipedia to Justin Jefferson's father?
Yeah.
So these guys, I'm pulling up their players right now. Arthur Mollett, cornerback. Never heard of him. Who else they got on here?
I think Emery, the keys to
Trey
the game,
Flowers. They signed.
he's old.
Avante Maddox. Nick Whiteside. And then Rocky Sin. Amik.
I'm still not even the slightest bit worried about it.
I'm just saying they trade off, so it's going to be...
You're going to see Anzo out in coverage too. I can almost guarantee you that. Anzo and Jack Campbell are going to be in coverage sometimes because they're going to bring 3 linebackers. That's what they're going to do. They're going to play 3 linebackers, and they're going to get burnt sometimes. But I think it's what's going to happen.
So do you think it's going to be high scoring on
Yeah,
both
for the
sides?
Lions.
I think it's going to be high scoring both ways.
You got to remember the Bucs defense is good. Emery. They've got a 350-pound problem in the middle coming in.
Vita
Jared
Vea.
Yeah. Gibbs around the outside, just burned.
I do agree with you, Emery, though. That's going to be the key to the game. They're going to need to get the easy screen pass, 5-yard dump offs, and the run game established.
That's great for me because he's on my fantasy team.
The more they do that, the dink and dunks or whatever you want to call them, and then the easy runs, the chip runs, 4 yards, if they can get that going, they're going to blow them out. It's going to be 17-point game.
So let's look at... They held Christian McCaffrey to 54 yards and 1 touchdown.
Washed.
They beat the Niners. Washed. Did you see what he did last night?
He's a receiver. He's not even a running back.
What?
I don't even think he's a running back. They don't even hand it off to him. They just throw it screen pass every time.
Okay, so yesterday, 24 carries for 129 yards, 2 touchdowns, 7 receiving yards for 72 yards.
So he had 40 rushing yards?
Huh?
So he had 40
No.
rushing yards.
No, 129 last night. 72 receiving yards. That's a combined for
200.
dang near 200 yards.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think he's washed. I'm just saying Tampa Bay's defense
Is no joke.
contained him. Now, Mac Jones didn't help, but he threw 2 interceptions.
400 yards in that game?
347 yards and 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
Like that's a crazy amount of yards to no touchdowns.
Wait, no. It's because, wait,
What?
go to McCaffrey's because that's his total yards is 129. 54 rushing yards. He had 70 receiving yards. That combined equals 129.
Still a decent night. I think
Something's still not right because they're showing 54 rushing and 57 receiving.
And then they only gave him 1 touchdown.
Yeah, so that I wouldn't trust that completely. Regardless, they beat the Niners 30-19. Seahawks 38-35. The Eagles beat them. They beat the Jets, which the Jets have not won a game yet, I don't think.
Yeah,
Nope.
they're on
Well, that was back then, but
6 or whatever.
yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't bet, but I said the other day I would still not bet on the Lions. I don't.
Bet on him every day of the week. All I can think, we've lost twice against teams who have good defensive linemen, I guess, which is what the
both on the road.
Yes, both on the road. This is at home against. They only have Vita Vea, pretty much. So, and he's 350 pounds. He's not fast. You just have to give it to Gibbs on the outside, and he's burning everyone.
I think, my opinion, Lions will win, but I think it's going to be high scoring.
I don't think so.
And I think it'll be close.
I don't.
The Chiefs had to win last
It's
week.
gonna be
I
barely.
did.
Yeah.
The Packers, that first game, I don't really count.
It was the Micah Parsons.
And it was new. You had new coordinators. It was a whole thing.
I think the score is going to be very similar to the Bengals game. 37-24.
I was going to say 38-24 is my final score. That's what I think it's going to be.
Okay, well, all right. There it is. That's a lock.
Yeah. It's
I think the Bucks will put up 30 points.
no way. They have no
I think
receivers.
cooking up pressure is going to be an important thing tonight.
The radio this morning, John Jansen and crew were talking about they got to pressure Baker. And so that means Hutchinson, he's got to be getting sacks.
Well, Tristan Wirfs is going to be on it. So
They're going to double him. They're going to still double him.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
But then you have Tyreek Williams, Muhammad or whatever, and Ali McNeil.
Is he back today?
Yeah.
So that's big.
So.
And I will say one thing. Last time Baker Mayfield played in Ford Field, do you remember what happened? His last pass in Ford Field? He threw a pick to Derek Barnes in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He is haunted in this. It lives in his dreams because they could have went on and made a playoff run that year. So I think we're going to cook up pressure and it's going to be a slow bruising game. They're going to.
Yep. Look at that play.
They're going to take 10-minute drives.
Just as I suspected.
We just turned it on here. We gotta jump off. Kickoff has already ensued. Lions are underway.
He just threw it, screen pass to Gibbs for like 35 yards.
All right, we got Gibbs running tonight, and we need every point we can get from him. But Okay.
I think that's the key to the game. Get those backs going, use the middle of the field,
Yep.
and then cook up defense, cook up that pressure.
All right, so you guys are saying 37, 38, 24.
Yep.
Emory's already confident.
Yep.
50 seconds into the game.
Yep.
14-point win.
Yep.
13 or 14-point wins, depending on field goals and whatnot.
All right. That's fine. I have no skin in the game. I think it's going to be closer. But all right, Zach, we appreciate you joining. It's been
Thank
a
you,
fun
guys.
episode. Anything else, Emory, before we close it out?
Go Lions.
Go Lions. Tell Zach thank you.
Thanks for joining
Thanks for
us.
having me, Emory.
All right, we're going to boot you off here. We're going to do our closeout, and I think you can just jump off. We'll be good.
Cool. Thank you, guys. Enjoy the game.
Yep. Thanks a lot, Zach. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
See ya. All right. That was a good episode. Good insight on Skubal.
Yep.
Talking Lions.
Yeah.
Time to watch the game. Ready?
Yep.
Make sure to like, subscribe, follow. Tune in next week. Again, we're going to be going live at 7 p.m. moving forward. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all the fun places. Listen to us on Spotify, Amazon, iHeart, Apple, and everywhere else you get your podcast. Have a blessed week. Go Lions. Let's shut her down. See ya.
Thanks for tuning in to the Sports Team Podcast.
Jerry Goff. Jerry Goff. Jerry Goff. What's up, Detroit?